Hey everyone, it's Tammy here. I have to say, it is not easy to do these video blogs because you got to constantly kind of like hold your phone from a distance and your hand wants to wobble around and you keep seeing like your hair falling in your eyes and you're like, that's annoying. So anyway, please forgive me if I get distracted while doing this, but I thought I would do a video blog right now because my house is clean, woohoo! And my husband and my in-laws took my kids out to go see some dolphins today. And let me stay home to clean, yay. So anyway, I'm done and I have some free time to myself. So I thought, hey, why don't I do a video blog? Because quite honestly, I love writing, but when you have little kids pulling at you and grabbing at you and screaming, it's not so easy to write. And then you have to either get up early or stay up late, and that's not always the easiest either. So, hey, let's do a video blog. I wanted to talk today about forgiveness. See, the little bang thing, it's so annoying. Anyway, okay, sorry. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is something that I think we all would say that we do, but if we get down to the deep part of our heart and the root of it, are we really truly forgiving? So if someone comes to me and says, oh, Tammy, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have done XYZ to you, I'll be like, oh, yeah, no problem. No problem. You're fine. Thank you. And meanwhile, I was like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. And that wasn't very cool of you. And I'm going to tell you that's fine. But meanwhile, I'm going to probably go tell my couple best friends about how you did that. Probably wasn't a good idea. And there's nothing in that that screams forgiveness. Nothing. And so I just feel like God's been working on some things in my heart lately. Since we found out my sister has cancer, I think when anybody's family goes through, like when you find out someone's sick or hurt or just some kind of big life change, it's like a cup of cold water thrown into your face, and suddenly you're seeing the world through like a whole new perspective, new glasses, and you just realize that life is short and precious and you only have, that moment in front of you. And so I feel like the Lord is really like opening my eyes to a few things, maybe things I need to do differently, maybe pushing some fear out of my life. But one of the things I feel like he's working on with me is forgiveness, because I like to keep the peace. I don't like confrontation. I don't like drama. I don't like fighting, although I'll tell you this week I fought with my kids and my husband and family members. So they would say, well, she tries to fight, but I really don't like it. And so because of that, I am quick to say, yes, no problem, I forgive you. But it really just sits down and festers, and it kind of just gets dirty and ugly and gross because you think about it and you dwell on it, and it just really gives the chance for the enemy to just kind of make it bigger than what it really is. And today in church, they always kind of leave us with a question we take home and kind of wrestle with in our mind. And today was about like being imitators of Christ. And if people looked at you and your life, would they know that you are a follower of Christ? Would they know that you are trying to imitate his life? And could they imitate your life to see him? And I just thought, there's no way. Again, I've fought with people this week. I've whined. I've complained about things. I've been very ungrateful for some things. There's not a lot I think people could look at me this week and go, wow, she loves Christ. He has changed her life. I want that. And that is something that really breaks my heart, but it also challenges me because I want to work on that. I want to be able to soak up who Christ is and what he offers us so deeply and freely. And I want people to see that just like all over me, and it just kind of leaks everywhere I go and just leaves like this residue. And I want that forgiveness to be a big part of this, because Christ has so freely forgiven me for all the stupid things I've done in my life. He offers me so much grace and so much mercy. I'm a pretty black and white person in terms of like, this is wrong, this is not wrong, don't do this. If you do this, here are your actions. And yet, sometimes when I get fed up and I get stupid, I'm just like, I don't care anymore. I'm done. I'm tired. And I'll do stupid mistakes and I'll sin. And God forgives me for that. Sometimes I have to learn a very, very hard lesson, but he offers so much mercy. And how can I not, in turn, offer mercy to someone who has hurt my feelings, maybe spoke badly about me? That's just something that I'm called to do, but I want to do. I want people to know what it's like to have such freedom from someone offering such mercy and such grace. So I want to challenge you again, the bangs. I'm just so sorry. I keep tossing my head around. I want to challenge you guys today to make just a list maybe, or sit down and pray about who you need to talk to offer some grace, to some mercy, some forgiveness to. If someone has secretly, has wronged you and you've harbored it secretly in your heart and they don't know about it, please do not walk up to them and go, oh, well, here's how you've hurt me the many ways. And they're like completely dumbfounded and like, what? But if you've been holding like a secret hurt against someone, then just take that to the Lord and ask him to accept the sorriness, the hurt that you've had in your life, and then just forgive that person, whether they've asked for it or not. You just offer that mercy and that grace. And I keep saying those two words, but they're just such beautiful words. And I hope that there's something that we display in our lives wherever we go. So anyway, I will leave you with that. But I just hope that this week we learn a lot, and maybe just keep in the back of our minds to let's walk in forgiveness, let's walk in grace, let's walk in mercy, because we've been given it so freely, and let's just offer it back just as freely. I love you guys. I'm not kidding you. Every time you just one like on a Facebook thing, or a new follower, or someone wrote a comment on my blog, I get so excited. It is like Christmas for me every day. And I am so grateful for all of your love and all of your support. And I don't know where I'm going with this blog thing, but I just write what's on my heart. And if it can help bring any sort of encouragement, uplifting, something to challenge you, but most importantly, turn you towards Christ. That is my heart and my goal. If you guys ever need anything, prayer, whatever, please message me, email me, and I'd be so happy to do that for you. Anyway, okay, I love you guys. I'm going to quit staring at my little fussy bangs and maybe take a nap before my kids get home. Nah, that's not going to happen. All right, love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.